Is the BOSE S1 Pro really the best portable amp? Hello everyone, I'm Francesco and I wanted to make this video because in the past I made another video talking about the best busking amp and one where I show some setup about this amp. And I received a lot of messages, a lot of comments, and the main topic was, but this BOSE S1 Pro can really be the best solution, the best portable amp? Let's find out. Talking about portable amplifiers, I think we should consider three fundamental points. The first one is obviously the portability. And this means how much is easy to carry, easy to set up that amp. The second thing is the quality, and for quality I mean the sound quality. So we have to consider that usually the portable speakers are little speakers, and probably this means that the more is portable and the less quality we have. So we need to find a balance between these 2 points. The third point is the price. We would like to find a balance between these 3 points. So there are two main options, two main ways when we talk about a portable amplification. The first one is the portable amplifiers, like the BOSE S1. The second one is the normal speaker that we can adapt and use like a portable speakers. So many people choose this solution because most of all of the price. We have to say that usually the portable speakers are more expensive than the normal speakers. That's why they are not just speakers, not just amplifier, but they are made for be portable, for that kind of use. So many people say, okay, I can use this kind of amp that generally are also bigger amp, and in some way you can have a bigger sound, and probably you will need a battery and an inverter if you, for example, use them for busking, so you don't have the main power, the main electricity. And sometimes you will need also a mixer, because probably you will need to plug more than one instrument or have some reverb effects. And so first consideration about this solution is that yes, generally speaking, are cheaper than the amplifier that are made for this reason, for this use. But we have first of all to consider that we need to add other stuff, so we have to consider the total. And second things, we have to consider also which speaker we are talking about, because there are a lot of different speakers and different qualities. So sometimes a cheap speaker, normal speaker, even if it's bigger, don't have the sound quality of a portable speaker. And this, for example, is the case of the BOSE and the Behringer. I recently tested the bigger, is a lot bigger than the BOSE Behringer and the BOSE, and I plugged first of all here my guitar and voice, and after I switched to the BOSE. I was very surprised because the sound was like the loudness, the frequencies, ranges were pretty the same between the two amps, even with this huge difference in dimension. And I would like to say, yes, to be honest, in this one there were like just a bit more of low frequencies, but at the end the general sound was a lot better in the BOSE. It was a more quality sound, and that's what I was talking about. different speakers, but also different prices and qualities. The second way, as I was saying before, is the portable speakers that are actually made for that use, specifically for that use. So they are, first of all, portable speakers. So maybe they have an inbuilt mixer, they have an inbuilt battery, like the BOSE. And about the quality, this is the main thing that we have to consider between the different brands and different models of portable speakers. About the price, yes, we just said that this solution is the less cheap, but we have to consider not only the mere price, but we have to consider what that amp can give us. So it's not just an amp like the other one, but probably it's an amp that already have inside all we need to perform, and maybe we don't need other stuff, and maybe we can have a little bag with just our amp and not a lot of cables, of batteries, other stuff. So now let's try to analyze the BOSE S1 following these 3 points. Talking about the BOSE in these 3 points, let's start with the portability. So I think about this point BOSE is perfect. Nothing, absolutely nothing to say. It's easy to carry, it's super fast to set up. You have all you need in your inbuilt mixer for like a basic setup like guitar voice or keyboard voice. You have your reverb. It's super perfect. Also, you have an aux in and a Bluetooth. If you use it, you have it. Let's go to the quality, that is the super important stuff. As I said before, the quality of the BOSE is super nice, and it's incredible how is little and at the same time how is bigger the sound, even in the low frequencies. Yes, I don't want to say that if you take a super huge speaker and compare it with the BOSE, the low ranges are the same, but considering the dimension is super okay. Let's go about the price. Okay, the price is not cheap, but a few considerations. First of all, as I said, we have to consider all the stuff. So what the BOSE can offer you in terms of portability, in terms of quality of the sound, even if we are talking about a little amp. And the second thing is that you should compare what the market can offer you. So I'm just thinking about, for example, the AER, that is actually a speaker, just a normal amp. It's not a portable amp, but at the same time is a portable amp because it's very little, it's very portable. But that amp, first of all, in the case of like busking or the kind of stuff, you always will need your battery and your inverter. And second things, the price of an AER is a lot more high than the S1 Pro. One of the most competitor that I could suggest you after this amp is the Roland Street EX. This is a very nice and super famous amp, but at the end, if I have to choose, I will choose the BOSE, and mainly for 2 reasons. The first one is because of the battery. In this case, you have an inbuilt battery with a very long life. I played 6 hours or even more without never reaching the end. In the Roland, you need to put your batteries inside the amp, and you have a kind of selector where you can choose an echo mode that can give your battery a longer life. But in that case, with that echo mode, you don't have the full power, the full quality of the sound. In this case, with the BOSE, you have all this hour with a full quality and full power. The second reason is because of the general quality of the sound. I find that the BOSE has a more clear sound, a more BOSE sound, if I can say it this way, and I mean that kind of hi-fi and quality sound. So, at the end, is the BOSE S1 Pro the best portable amp? For me, the answer is yes.